Good afternoon, Artlets. It's Suzanne here with your Thursday afternoon art time, or if you're in a different time zone, it might be evening art time. Hey Yogi, hello. Hi Kathy Joe. Glad I'm not alone here. So I just stuck on my cue here. It's one of the monogram fonts that I have, and I cut it really big. And I was doing some cleaning up, and I came on this the other day and went, it's getting all squished. I should do something with it, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. So I thought I'd share it with you today. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm going to sit down now and hope that things go smoothly. So today we're looking at washi tape. How many of you have washi tape in your stash? Come on, confess. I know. If you're like me, I have washi tape and I go out and I see it in the store and I go, oh my gosh, that's so gorgeous, I have to have it. And then you get it home and you go, what was I going to do with that? So here's just a small stash of the washi tape that I have. And it's in a little box with a little label. And I designed these for Silhouette, so you can actually find these on my Silhouette profile. That's just by the way. So you can see I have a few, not a whole lot, but I just thought I'd share that with you. Oh, Donna, you actually have 0 washi tape. Oh, well, maybe we'll give you some ideas and you'll have to go out and buy washi tape. So I have 6 projects here to share with you today. And I've been thinking, really I need to make blog posts from these Facebook Live broadcasts, because they kind of disappear after they're gone. So, and you can see projects from the design team and sometimes me on Quietfire Creations every week, maybe 3 to 4 days a week. And there's also Quietfire Digital, and you'll find us on the Elizabeth Craft Design blog, usually once a week. And we also have a Suzanne Cannon Facebook fan group, and we encourage you to come join us. We'd love to see you there, and sharing the things you've made with Quietfire stuff, whether it's digital, whether it's fonts, stencils, dies, rubber stamps. You guys do amazing stuff with the Quietfire stuff that I would never think of doing. So I'd love to see that. So, and then on Sundays we have I would never think of doing. Hang on a sec. Just a minute. I have to turn off. And then on Sundays there we go. I forgot I hadn't turned the mute off. I have my iPad right there, and if I don't turn the sound off, then I get it back at me a few seconds later, and it's really distracting. Okay, so there's the washi. You can see that a bit there. I might have this a little too close today, but we'll work with it because I don't want to fuss with it. So, okay, washi tape comes in rolls. I sort of went washi when I first heard about washi tape. I went washi is paper, and didn't really think much of it. And I go, okay, it's washi tape. And then when I was preparing for this, I went, why do they call it washi tape? And I finally looked it up, and Kathy Joe will share a link with you, and it's a blog, I think it is. And she explains what washi tape is, and it sounds pretty believable to me. Like don't believe everything you see on the internet, but this seems pretty believable that washi tape's been around for a while, but it was only in this century that some designers wanted tape to go with their washi paper, so they approached a masking tape company, and they designed this paper, and made the tape out of washi, which is paper. So it's paper tape. And so that it's actually pretty translucent. It's kind of funny. After reading that article, I went, oh, MT, that is the washi tape, and it's Japanese, and yeah. So I just fell in love with the little cows because I thought they were pretty funny. So not that I'm a fan of that green, but I'm a fan of cows. So anyways, it was kind of funny that I see the MT for, I guess it's masking tape. Yes, it says masking tape there. Anyways, go ahead and read that article, and it's kind of interesting. And so you can see it comes in lots of colors. It comes in a variety of widths. It comes in really wide, and I'll show that to you in a little bit. It can be used for home decor. It can be used for card making, and I'm going to deal with six different ways of using it for card making today. But you know, do you ever buy it and you get it home and you go, what was I going to do with that? And all you need to do is Google, what can I do with washi tape? And what do you do with washi tape? What can I make with washi tape? Sometimes you have to vary the question. And I mean, you can put it around vases to decorate them. You can put them around pencils. If you're having a barbecue, you could decorate, put little flags on the end of your toothpicks to decorate the toothpicks for the finger food. So there is quite a few things you can do. It's not super sticky, and a lot of people use it for masking, masking projects and painting, or as a removable tape. So it's not going to be a permanent thing. So keep that in mind when you use it. And it's translucent, so you can't. It's not completely opaque. So it's, and I'll show you an example of that in a little while. So for card makers, I'd say the most important thing is that if you go shopping for washi tape, or one just jumps into your shopping basket, make sure that you have cardstock that can coordinate with that color. Like some of these colors, like this one, it's gorgeous. There's actually a couple of colors in it. There's the pinky color and there's the lavender there. And, you might love this and go, well, I don't have that in my stash at home. So pick up some of those two colors of cardstock for your card making. Okay, let's get busy with some of the things we're going to do. Now, the first one is, it's a little clipboard top, or you could use it on the top of a whiteboard. And here's the washi tape, and I used the notes die. And there I have, I have two samples here. I want to show you the first. This is actually Tim Holtz washi tape. And I was going through my washi tape and I went, oh my goodness, okay, there's notes. Good, I have a really good plan for that. So I pulled that out and I put 3 strips together. And then I die cut notes out of it. And the overlap of the washi tape really doesn't show. So, and then I thought, okay, well, let's just mount that on black, and it stands out, great contrast, and it's good to go. And then I thought, well, what about using it as a background and putting the die cuts in black? And so I did this. Now, what happened with this particular one is that because there's such high contrast between the black and the off-white in the background, it makes a very strong graphic background. And that kind of interferes with the thicks and thins of the lettering. So I put a tiny little panel of vellum there, and it just tones it back enough that the notes stand out really nicely. So there you go. There's 2 ways to use it. So one is the background, and one you can actually die cut the words straight out of the 3 strips of background. Okay. Pretty obvious, yeah? Maybe I'm preaching to the choir here. Sorry if I am. This isn't going to be a very long day. Okay, the next one we're going to do is good luck. That sounded bad, didn't it? Okay, good luck is this little card here. And here's the die that I'm using. And all the dies are available on my website, and they are also are available on the Elizabeth Craft Designs website. And this is the, let's put Tim Holtz away. And this is and this is Japanese. You can see the characters inside. And I just fell in love with the two, the turquoise and the blue, guaranteed to get me. So that had to come home with me. I mean, these things can be like $7, right? Like that, this one was, and I bought it ages ago, that was $7. And this one was $7. And that's Canadian. It might be less in the US, don't know. So with this one, I did pretty much the same thing as the other. But what I did, this is from the, oh, no, hang on a sec. Let's look at this piece. I put 2 strips of the washi side by side, but I put the pale stuff in the middle, and it creates kind of an ombre look across the letters. Now you could put it the other way and try it. It's definitely worth trying, but so pretty. And then what I did was used a die template, and these two are the Elizabeth Craft Design stitched rectangles, I think they're called. And I just used that as a template and put tape around the edge of the I outlined it with a pencil and then put the tape down. So I wasn't doing a whole big sheet of washi background. And then just die cut the washi frame. And you can hardly see where the intersection of the 2 or 4 pieces is. So I thought that made it really pretty. And again, coordinating cardstock to go with it. And I have quite a lot of that stuff, cardstock that is, in my stash. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to show you was this is the same washi on the turquoise paper, and you can see how it actually changes the color. It's not quite as bright when you put it on a darker cardstock. So keep that in mind if you're trying to match some stuff up. I really like to put it on the white because then it seems to show its true colors. Okay, so there's that one. So there we just die cut out of the 2 strips of washi tape, and then again we used it as a frame. Okay, next one is amazing. Oh, not that one. I just picked that one up. Sorry, you have to be here. This is my favorite. There's no question. And I saw this recently on Instagram and thought, wow, that's great washi. And then the place that I saw it didn't have it in stock, so I had to order it somewhere else. I had to order it. I had to have it. Okay, so there's the dies that I'm using for this, and here's the washi tape. And I just love this streak of gold in the middle, this marbled look. What's it called? Gilded ombre. Really? It kind of looks like marbled. But anyways, so I thought, oh man, this is amazing. So I did amazing, and I picked up that gold in the stripe, in the marbling, and used it for die cutting amazing. And then I cut a mat that was gold as well, and then picked up the color in the washi tape in the card base. And I had a Yoda moment, and amazing, you are. So I used you are inside, and then you could write in gold beside it any sentiment that you wanted to share. I find I use you are quite a bit because you are beautiful, you are amazing. There's a whole bunch of away with words that you can use with you are. And perfect can be used separately, like perfect summer, perfect spring, perfect day. Again, there's a variety of away with words dies that you can use that with. But yeah, so my fave, amazing. Okay, so, and again, that's the, oh, and you want to know how I made it? Sorry. I just pulled that out and put it down on white cardstock and trimmed it, and that was all I had to do. I already have a beautiful background that I knew would work perfectly with the die. Okay, let's put those aside. Okay, You Shine is the next one, which is down. I have so many little baskets today. And there's the card. And here's the washi. And again, nice big wide washi. You could put this on drawers or any given, on walls. You could use it as a border in a kid's room. If the kid finds out though that it peels off easily, it's not going to be up there very long, because that would be just too much fun. Okay, so there's the nice wide washi. And now how I did this, I wanted to die cut the washi tape, just the washi tape, so that the silver I put behind, can you see the silver, was right up against the washi, and it almost looked like it was a flat piece. So what I really needed was a piece of, this is double-sided adhesive sheets, and what I really needed was a whole sheet of the release paper, but of course I threw one of those out the other day, so I didn't have one. So what I used instead was parchment, which was not ideal. And I thought about using wax paper, but the trouble with wax paper is that the wax would have come off on the washi tape, and then it wouldn't have stuck to anything. So what I did was you have to pretend this is a piece of release paper that doesn't have holes in it. And then I put this down, and it didn't really want to stick, but it did stick enough. What I did find was that the little pieces want to stick to the plates of the die cutting machine. So you really do need something at the back. And then I put this down in position, and then I ran it through, well, I trimmed some off, and then I ran it through the die cutting machine and trimmed the whole thing. Well, I lifted it right off, and then I put it on the silver cardstock, and then I matted it, and again picking up the colors in the washi tape to make the card base and some of the layers. But yeah, so you can cut right through that, and you could cut right through that, and if you wanted to wrap it around a vase, and then you would have holy paper, star-spangled paper. Oh, speaking of star-spangled, July the 4th is coming up, so think about the star spray for your 4th of July projects. And no, for the Canadians, I don't have a spray of maple leaves. Maybe one of these days. So that's just an idea for that, and then die cut You and Shine and overlap them. They don't have to be way across the spray. They can be nice and close together. If they're too far apart, the message kind of falls apart, so you need to squish them together, and they can overlap. There's no problem reading that message. So did I show you which dies I used? I used the Star Spray, I used You from Thank You, and I used Shine. Okay. Next. That's number 4. I only did 6, so we haven't got too much more here to do. You know what of course I don't have the comments on. Okay. Next one is not finished. So there is the card base. And here's the washi. It's a set of really pretty washi tape, and I'm going, did I really pay that much for it? Can you read that upside down? I think I might have used a 40% off coupon. So I looked at this and I looked at this and I thought, oh my goodness, what am I going to use here? I decided I wanted to use the burr die because this is all Christmas motifs, so burr was perfect for that. And so I ended up taking this one here and putting it on here in strips, and it looked pretty good. You can see it's a little darker where it overlaps, but it looks actually quite a bit darker, I think, in the roll. So I did this twice. I did it here, and I made a background with this because I thought, okay, well, let's do a light colored burr. And that's what I did. And I thought, okay, that's all right, but it doesn't really stand out enough. I needed a big solid piece, I think, of this, and decided that I wasn't going to put a whole bunch of those strips together because I didn't think it would look good. And I didn't have any other paper that would match that. I was really lucky with this cardstock, and this is a basil, it's called Aqua, and I thought it matched the washi tape really well. I was super pleased. So I thought, okay, this is kind of weak, and that doesn't have a whole lot of pop, and it's kind of dark. It doesn't look very burrish. So I went, okay, let's do white. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's okay, but I still wasn't happy with it. So what I opted for was using the dark one as a drop shadow, and the snowflakey one that I made from that washi tape. And it just gives it a little more presence. I mean, if you can find a glitter that would work for this, that would be great. Burr with glitter is awesome. So that's what I'll end up doing. Or I could go with that. I don't know. I'll have to play with it a little bit, but I just wanted to show you that sometimes you need some contrast with these away with words, or else they fade into the back. Well, with any word dye, you're going to have the same problem, and I see that all the time. Designers that don't know how to deal with words on backgrounds, and they just totally disappear. That is not the problem with the Quietfire design team. They have it figured out. Okay, so there's that project. And then I have one more. And it is Baby Love. So I don't usually use these dies together. I use Baby or I use Love separately. But I thought for this, well, I would use Baby Love. Now this washi tape is actually a washi tape that I designed. It's on the Silhouette site. So it's a print and cut file. And basically you print out, this is all in one file, and you print it out and then you cut it with the machine. And it's little bunnies. It's called Bunnyville. And it's all coordinating. And the idea is that you print it on sticker paper and then you cut it and then you have stickers with it. But I tend to print it out like this and then tape it down as I need it. So I actually used my Xyron Creative Station for putting you just run it through and make a sticker out of it. So this is part way there. I will of course trim that into a little panel, and then I'll mount it on some pink and some turquoise cardstock and probably throw some white in there. And then I'll have a little Baby Love cart with the little bunnies on it. So that's the last of the projects I have to share with you. So you can use it, you can make a background and die cut the background, you can use it as a background, you can use it as a frame, use it for home decor. So that kind of takes care of all these things that you might want to do with washi tape. Any questions? If you're looking for these on my Silhouette profile, you can go to my profile, and on the left side there's a filter, and you just type in washi and it'll come up with this tape and a couple of others. I haven't done too much washi tape. Yeah, so have fun with your washi tape. Thanks for coming, Christine. Oh, was just looking at these and going, they look like fish. Really, they're bunnies. There we go. Is that better? Any questions? So I hope you come and visit next Thursday. I'll be doing something different, and come and visit us on the Suzanne Cannon fan page on Facebook and join us, and make sure you answer the questions. There's just a couple of dumb questions, and it's just to make sure that you're a real person, and will approve you if you look like a real person. So thanks for joining. Just hang on here. Any last questions? I hope I've managed to cover everything. So really the most important thing for card makers is to have coordinating cardstock. That really makes your card. So make sure your paper, your cardstock coordinates with your washi tape, and get out there and use your washi tape and share with us. Show us on the Elizabeth Craft Designs family page or the Suzanne Cannon fan page, and show us what you've made with your washi tape. Love to see it. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good week. Stay cool.